Hi, I'm Stephanie, co-founder and editor-in-chief of Her Campus, and I'm here with Khloe Kardashian Odom to talk about You by Kotex Generation Know. Khloe, thanks so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So tell me about what Generation Know is and why you decided to get involved.
Well, it's actually my third year teaming up with You by Kotex, and this year we're launching GenerationKnow.com, which is an amazing platform. You log on, it's really a conversation starter. It's for young girls who have any questions about health, their bodies. It's a bunch of busting myths. There's so much false information out there, and with my little sisters, I learned a lot. I had some false myths that I didn't even know, but with my little sisters, I've just learned how still in today's day, it's really taboo, really, and girls are so uncomfortable to talk about their bodies, and so having a forum like GenerationKnow.com, it's so amazing for this generation to ask anything.
Yeah, and so Her Campus readers are college women. What are some ways that they can get involved with You by Kotex Generation Know?
Well, if they have any stories that they want to share, there's a section that you write. It's like Dear Sisters, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean that you have a sister that you want to write a letter to. It's really just if you want to share a story that you've been through that you think will help the younger generation. You could go on there, share stories. You could go on there and say, hey, is this a myth or a fact? Because still, we don't, I just learned a few that I thought were always facts because people tell you so convincingly. And I just learned so they could do that. And they could even ask questions about their bodies. And I mean, I'm still learning things about my body. I don't think it ever stops. And I think, coming from my mom, the older you get, you go through more changes. And I mean, maybe there should be one about menopause too one day.
Right, and they can find those things at GenerationKnow.com.
Yes.
Cool. And now switching gears a bit, can you give us any kind of sneak peek into what we can look forward to on Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Well,
Keeping Up, we haven't started filming yet. Right now airing is Kourtney and Kim Take Miami. We're going to start filming Keeping Up with the Kardashians I think in February, and that is like a crazy 6-month process that we are not left alone without camera crews for 6 months, no days off, nothing. So
wow.
It gets crazy on that show because there's so many of us.
Right. And are there any other projects that you're working on that you want to tell us about?
Well, my sisters and I are always doing Kardashian Collection, our fashion line, which we love, and our makeup line, Chroma. But my hubby and I have our third unisex fragrance coming out. I can't believe it's February 1st right now. In a few days, it's called Unbreakable Love. And so we're really excited about that. We can't believe we have 3.
Cool. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And now we're here with Chelsea Cross, Generation Know advocate, and we're going to play a fun myth-fact game with Chelsea.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Well, You by Kotex did a survey to many girls, and over 50% of girls couldn't separate the myths from the facts. So it's great that we're about to play this game. So let's see how many myths from facts we could see that you guys know. We're going to ask 3 questions, and after I ask you the question, hold up the panel whether you think it's a myth or a fact.
Okay.
Ready? All right. PMS is all in your head. Myth or fact?
Myth.
Myth?
Myth.
The answer is myth. Right. PMS is real and refers to symptoms many women experience during their menstrual cycle, like moodiness, low energy, food cravings, headaches. It's caused by a shift in hormones that trigger the start of your period.
Honey, I feel it. I know that I know that's a fact that we get PMS.
Oh, absolutely. So all of those men out there who think PMS is not really true.
Men get PMS. I'm confident men get PMS.
I think it should be fair that every man gets a period once in their life so they can understand what we go through.
We could make that happen.
All right, next question. Exercise can help reduce cramps. Myth or fact?
Reduce cramps?
Fact.
Fact.
Fact. Answer is fact. Exercise relieves cramps because it helps release beta endorphins. I always feel my endorphins pumping after working out, so that makes sense to me.
I was always told to not work out on my period, but I always felt better, so I never listened. But so many girls will say till this day, like, oh, I can't work out on my period. I don't know if that's their laziness, but I'm like, I feel so much better when I work out.
Me too, especially a yoga or Pilates class. I mean, spinning may be a little painful, but yoga, Pilates is definitely.
Or just to get your mind off of it,
absolutely, for sure. All right, last question. Coffee is good for fighting PMS. Myth or fact?
Myth?
Correct. Myth, caffeine can actually make cramps worse. So for those coffeeholics out there, it could be hard to reduce the caffeine when you're getting your period, but it is a myth. Caffeine actually makes cramps worse.
Huh. Good to know.
Bastard at Starbucks.
Good job, ladies. You got all those right.
Thank you.
Woo! What do we get? A present?
Generation Know bracelets.
Okay,
Yay, cool.
GenerationKnow.com.
Cool. Well, thank you so much to Chelsea and to Khloe for being here with us today. And check out GenerationKnow.com.